Hello dear viewer, it's Mivia and I'm happy to see you in my newest video. So in today's episode, it's not really a speed paint. I decided to create kind of challenge that was in my head for a really long time. And I wanted to try it firstly with myself, but I invite you to do the same yourself and show me your works. I think I would really enjoy seeing all the artists attending the same challenge. So it's about creating your color palette using only the colors from the picture that is shown. It's a picture of inside of a flower. I don't really remember what this flower was. I took this picture a long time ago, and then I realized that the flower was supposed to be red, but actually it is not. There are so many other colors, and it inspired me to create this challenge. Draw an illustration using only the colors from this picture. Find as many colors as you can. You can use only the colors you found, no black and white. The whole drawing must be colored. So I started my work with looking for the colors. I was surprised because there were many of reds, but each of them was a bit different. Some of them were warmer, some were cooler. There were also some greens that I didn't expect to see. And that's not surprising at all that I found some yellows, but again, yellows. The yellow wasn't really yellow, but there was brown and color that I can't name because I don't know the names of colors. Yeah, just let's just continue. So after I completed my color palette, I started painting on the sketch that I prepared before. It's a sketch of Anne of Green Gables. I really loved that book when I was a kid. Firstly, what I did. I always try to start my drawing, painting, illustration with the background when I do digital art, because it helps me to figure out the contrast. I draw a lot of characters, and I think most of you do the same. So when you start with the character and you put the colors that you think would suit, and then you put background, especially dark background, you can see that something is wrong, that the contrast isn't correct, that the colors are not vibrant enough or they're too vibrant. And to avoid it, I recommend you to start with the background. It doesn't need to be perfect background, but just the colors, the lighting will really help you to make your work better. Of course, I'm not the best. It's something that I realized myself, and I just hope it can help you somehow. So the details weren't important at this moment. It was just important for me to see the colors, how everything looks like, where there is the lighting, where there are shadows. So I decided to draw a sunset and the character that looks like a dreamer looking at the butterflies flying out of some leaves, a tree. And I really wanted to play a bit with the lighting. I'm really bad at using references because I should use them, but I don't. But this play I did for the character, for her hat and the face, and to be honest, it was only that. And don't do that. Use references. I'm trying to do that. It's hard for me, but I'm trying to do that. There is only one place where it's allowed not to use references. It's when you already did hundreds of studies of a thing, then yeah. I painted the character. Firstly, I put the colors under the sketch, so I would still see the lines and the contour. I painted the character, the background, and I wanted to leave the butterflies at the end. And I thought I knew how to draw butterflies, but then I understood I don't know. I don't really paint, to be honest. I mostly draw, so it's not really easy for me. That's why I think it took me so much time to finish it. And I was really struggling with the face at the beginning, even if I used references. Just the lips, they didn't really look well. I would say they looked like this. So I was fighting a lot to make them look correctly. I think the colors of the flower from the challenge really had an impact on what character I decided to paint. The red colors, the orange colors really reminded me the hair of Anna. Anna. I used a reference for the shadows of the face that really helped me to make it look more realistic. I think I got really lucky with the colors for the lips, for the eyes. I really like it. This time I tried to do something else. I already painted some stuff and I always thought that something was missing. Like if I was painting in reality, I could see the texture of the paint that would be a bit above the paper. And here on the computer I can't do that, and that really hurt me. I didn't know how to overcome it, and then I realized that I can use texture in Paint Toolside. So that's what I did, and I think it really gave a spirit to this painting. I love drawing collarbones. But this time I was struggling so much, so I speed up it really much because it took me definitely too much time to find the shape, then the shadows. Here, as you can see, I'm drawing the tiny holes in the head. And also here I was struggling a lot and I had to cut it because it took me about an hour to find the best way to make the tiny circles, tiny holes look correctly. Of course, they are not there without any reason. It's not a Christmas tree, it's just the sun from background that is going through the hat. I was thinking that it will be the best part of this drawing that will give some life, some spirit. And then the circles inside are lighter and the circles that are outside of the hat are darker. Why is like that? Because when the light goes from the back, you can see the shadows of the hat, and the only thing that can break is the lighting. While when the hat is facing the source of light, then the only thing that you can see under is the shadow. As you can see with the rose, I put some green on the rose and some pink on the leaves, because light works like that. The colors don't stay only in one place. They can like tiny jump on other objects around. When I was done with most of the character, I came to paint the background to put some more details into it, and so putting details, drawing grass, and I must say that at this moment I was truly tired. I wanted to draw even more details, but it was about 9 hours I was drawing. Of course, I didn't draw everything in one day, and I just wanted to finish it as fast as possible, and I think unfortunately you can see that. The butterfly. I had some sketch before and I realized that it looked so bad. That the character, the background looked quite realistic, while the butterflies, I had to cut them and draw them again. This time using references. Yeah. So the composition I wanted to have was creating like a circle with the butterflies, the character looking at them, and the hand that was reaching them. And his tiny friend, why would he be alone? So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like, leave me a like, you can subscribe, you can go to visit me on DeviantArt or Instagram or here on YouTube. I will try to upload some videos more often, but I can't promise I will do that. And I and I invite you with all my heart to try this challenge too. If you do that, you can mention me on DeviantArt or on Instagram and I would gladly look at this. Or if you can't, just write to me in a comment on YouTube and I will go to check your work. So I was Milia and have a wonderful day, dear viewer. Mlum, mlum.